Good morning and happy Wednesday. And you know what that means? It's time for some yoga. So grab your mat and come and join me. We are going to go through 10 moves with 50 seconds on, 10 seconds for transitions. So come on and join me. Start in child's pose. Go ahead and push those heels into the mat. Push those booties back into your heels. And to sit here for 50 full seconds. Those knees can be as wide as the mat. Settle that chest down in between your shoulders. Deep breath in through your nose. And a loud exhale. Now this is an active stretch, so think about reaching your fingertips to the edge of your mat and your tailbone down to your heel. Feel your ribs expand when you take that breath in. All right, so to transition into down dog, so come to your tabletop, tuck your toes, lift, and here I want you to start pedaling your heels, so lifting and lowering, bending those knees. Keep that chin tucked, protecting your neck and your back. You can move into your hips a little bit more. Feel that stretch down your hamstring and your side body. We have about 10 more seconds here. I'm going to transition to tabletop. So just bring those knees directly back down under your hips. Move those hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to do leg circles. So right leg first. We're going to go up, down, and then go the opposite way. Get some functional movement back into our hips. And think about up, lift, and close. Kind of like a dog hiking on a fire hydrant. Nice and crunchy. Nice and crunchy. Don't forget to go the opposite way. And don't forget to keep breathing. 3 more seconds. All right, now we're gonna go back into our down dog. Only for enough time to bring this right leg in for pigeon. So here you can have your foot or your heel tucked in closer to your groin. That's going to protect your knee. If this is a little trickier, ultimate goal is to have your calf parallel to your body. But you're still going to get that nice stretch if your heel is tucked in. So make sure that your hips are squared to the mat. If you're sitting up, that's still going to give you a good stretch, but you can also come down, get an even deeper stretch. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to down dog. So go ahead and put those hands underneath your shoulders. Push back up into your down dog. We're going to pedal here for another 50 seconds. See how different it feels from the first time we were here. How stretching has really opened up that side body and your hips. Your heels may be able to come down a little bit further on your mat. Breathing a little bit deeper. transition right back into that tabletop. And then we're gonna do left leg circles from our tabletop. So back to tabletop. So shoulders over hands, knees over hips. Your core and your hips are facing down towards your mat. And they are ignited because that's what's keeping our body nice and still for these hip circles. Now remember to go opposite direction. So lift your heel to the ceiling, your knee to the wall, knee down, and then go the opposite way. Knee to the wall, heel to the ceiling, back down. So crunchy. Sounds like Rice Krispie treats. About 15 more seconds here. And we're gonna do pigeon on the left. Wouldn't think that this would work our core as much as it does. Back to our down dog. And bring that left leg forward for pigeon. Now, like I said, you can have your leg parallel to your body. You can have that foot tucked into your groin for a little bit easier. Ultimately, you want to feel that stretch along your hamstring and your quad and your glutes and in your hips. We have about 20 seconds left here. And then we'll push down into down dog and then child's pose. We'll be all done. Alrighty, back into down dog. So hands placed under shoulders. Tuck that right toe. Lift and put that left leg back. Ooh, and everything is nice and popping. Walk that dog again. So lift and lower those heels. Bend and straighten those knees. Keep that tail facing the ceiling. Oh. 25 more seconds here. And you can actively push your hands into the mat and get an even more of a stretch down your hamstrings. Ignite it. All right, let's transition back to child's pose. So come into a plank. Those knees can go as wide as the mat, toes together, booty back to the heels, and push into that mat. And this is where I will leave you for today. So the hardest part of your day is just making it to your mat. Every day has its own challenges. But one way we can make each day a little bit easier is taking time out for ourselves. Whether that's making time on our mat, or to read, or to do some other self-care item. It's important to take time for us. Alrighty. And that is your quick yoga workout. I'll see you on Friday for some lower body.